Welcome back, y'all. My fault. Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Blue Couch Therapy. It's your boy, Tru Hagobi, your player partner from the East Coast. Guys, this is the second video that I'm recording today for you guys. We're going back to back, and today we're going to be talking about Donald Trump and the tariffs that they are imposing on Canada. Trump's terrifying tariffs. So, as a Canadian, I am sitting here by the Walmart and I'm sitting here by the Planet Fitness. And they say that the tariffs are supposed to take effect today, guys. Effective today, March the 4th, we are here. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Some people may be feeling extreme fear. Some people may be feeling extreme anxiety about the situation. Honestly, I'm optimistic about it because fundamentally, in chaos, there's opportunity. And I know that there's an opportunity for me here somewhere. In my life, I'm like to myself, okay, what do I got to run some stuff across the border for you guys? You guys need some stuff from America. I got my car. I got my Nexus card. I got my passport. So if you guys need something, I can go and get it, you know? But again, I'm being facetious here, you know? But the whole premise is that, like, it's time for a change. The whole premise is that it's time for a change now. And I think the funny thing about it is, like, this is a wake-up call, I think, for Canada to really understand their power and understand what we have to offer the world. Because oftentimes, like, and guys, I don't mean to get political about these kinds of things because I really don't follow politics. I don't really, to be honest, I don't follow politics. I don't watch the news. I think it's all fear mongering in order for them to keep us in our vibrational frequency that's low, in a low vibrational frequency, so that we can be controlled. I'm getting so excited and passionate, guys. I'm stuttering over my words. Now, because even if you think about the word government, right? It's govern mental, govern men, governing men. So telling you what to do, telling you what to believe, telling you what to fear, telling you what to trust, telling you who to listen to. And I have autonomy over my own life. I don't need Doug Ford. I don't need Donald Trump to tell me what the economy is looking like in order for me to go get paid. Okay? Sure, there's going to be some extenuating external circumstances, you know, the job market, so they say, whatever. But I mean, these are things that I don't experience in my lived reality because I believe you create your own lived reality. So it's like, yeah, they're doing all these things, and I'm really, honestly, guys, I didn't think it was gonna happen. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that you know, I knew it or this. No, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought they were just doing this to bluff. I thought they were going to, you know. But my whole thing's like, okay, they've done it, but let's see how long it lasts. Let's see what they really do. Everything is tanking. The stock market lost, I think, $1.77 trillion. The digital asset space is down. Everything is deflating because of all these tariffs and all the things that are running amok. So I think that, like, this is an opportunity for Canada to develop itself. I think this is a wake-up call for Canadians to see how much of the U.S. influence we have in our country. Not in a bad way, because I think the U.S. is cool. I mean, personally, I think it's a prison colony, but that's a story for the Patreon. We can talk about that over there. I can't discuss these things. There's a few things, guys, I can only share with you in person and on paid chat platforms. Can't express everything to you guys right away. So, but I do think it's a prison colony, and I think it's a control, like, you know, like the Panopticon. So, but it's cool. It's whatever. I'm going to Texas, you know. I'm going to America. I'm going across all of North America. So I'm not a hater. I'm just stating my opinion. So I think that, like, these tariffs are going to act as a wake-up call because we do have a lot of natural resources. We do have a lot of natural resources in the country: timber, electricity, coal, uranium. So it's like, if they're going to be imposing these tariffs on us, I think Doug Ford was saying that they're going to be imposing the same tariffs on them. So then it just becomes a trade war. But then I think it's funny because it's like, no matter what happens, guys, we as the people lose, because Doug Ford is rich. Donald Trump is rich. These guys are all, whether they're going back and forth, it's your paycheck that gets smaller, not theirs. It's your taxes that get increased, not theirs. So through all these things, guys, it's like, it's just a trap, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just a drain on your economic resources. It's just a drain on your brain, you know? So it's like, in all these things, now we're going to see what they're going to say, that house prices are going to go higher because of the timber that they have to import and blah blah blah. They said the grocery store, they said that it's going to cost the average family, I think, $1,300 or $1,700 extra every year, something. So, like, they're just siphoning money out of your pension. They're just siphoning money out of your retirement, out of your kids' future, out of your children's mouths, you know? So why do we even give them credence? Why do we even give them the power or authority to govern us, to govern our mental, when all they do is take from us, guys? Say this one with me. All governments let all the people down all the time. All the governments let all the people down all the time. Okay, and this is another example of it that I'm seeing, because it's like, how can you sit there and tell me that there's no jobs, but house prices are going up, collection agencies are calling, the banks are making record profits every year, and then the people are sitting here with their hands in their pocket, you know, like when they pull the pocket out to show that it's empty. And then the people, but they're working every day. They're working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. Mom and dad are both working full time, and the kids, and they still don't have enough time to go home and chill with the kids, because your mom and dad are working 2 jobs each, you know? And then they program the kids in the system, and then after that, story for another day. Don't let me get distracted, y'all. So in all this, I'm just saying that it's like, don't let this fear, don't let this terrifying tariff, don't let Trump's terrifying tariffs terrify you, okay? Understand your power and understand your own inner economy. Understand that you, no matter what these politicians say, you still have something of value to offer the marketplace that you can trade for goods and services. Because there's a documentary that I have to watch where it's essentially called The Great Taking, where eventually there's going to come a time, there's going to come a point, and I'm not black pill or anything like that, or negative. I'm actually a very optimistic person. So it's like, but they just talk about the idea that one day there's going to come a time where everything gets, like, the prices of everything increases so much so to the point that everything goes back to the Federal Reserve. Everything goes back to the people that lent it to you. So then eventually one day your house goes back to the bank, all your credit cards go, all your lines of credit get closed, all these other kinds of things happen to you. Because they talk about, like, the great blip and all these things, where one day where it, like, on the computer just go like that, and then your savings are gone. All the money you had in your bank account is gone, you know? So it's like, in what it's worth, you got to enjoy the moment. You got to enjoy the moment. I can't sit here and let whatever Trump is thinking about doing change my life. I got to go for a hike. I got to go and pay some bills. I got to go and eat some food, you know? So it's kind of like, to myself, I don't understand what these people think are going to happen when they've squeezed everything, you know? Because it's like they squeeze you, they suck your life force out of you until you're like 65, into your retirement age, and then they throw your shriveled up body into, a retirement home. And then they tell you, thanks for nothing. And then there's another kid that's going to be ready to take over your position once they get rid of you, you know? But it's like the cycle continues, because as the Bible talks about, train up a child in a way, and when he becomes an adult, he will not depart. So it's like you fall for the rhetoric. You fall for the go to school, get a job, get married, have a kids, get a house, get a mortgage. And like we talk about, guys, mortgage in French is mort, mortality, so till death, and then gage is pledge. So it just means death pledge. Look it up, guys. You can look up these things. It's French, base root in Latin as well. So it's like, we talk about word magic. We talk about word magic. I got to break that one down on the Patreon, but we'll talk about the word magic, right? And then that one's essentially where it's like, if you talk about with these politicians and stuff, and you have to sign your name on the dotted line with the X, you're giving away your power through a vote, which is a synonym for volt, where you're casting your energy at the polling station, and there's 2 sides to the poll. So it's like, and you have to use black ink, you have to sign your name in full capital block letters, guys. Like, these are all spells. These are all Masonic rituals that they use. Guys, hold on 1 second. I gotta stop talking about that. That stuff's gonna be on the Patreon only, guys. That's Patreon exclusive content. So, but again, I just mean to say, guys, that, like, don't be fearful. Don't let these tariffs make you feel scared, guys. I'm excited to go see what's in the Walmart. I think after I go on live for a little bit, I'm gonna go into the Walmart and see what's up. But we're gonna see how the grocery store changes. I'll be live with you guys. You guys can see it. But eventually, we're gonna be able to see, like, what the grocery stores are gonna be looking like with the tariffs, and then how that's going to impact us as Canadians, and the more money that we're going to have to spend in order to continue to live the life that we wish to live. So it's funny that, like, everything is increasing except your wages. Everything is increasing in terms of, everything's increasing in except your wages. And I think for me, fundamentally, that's bogus. I think to us as the producers, we are the real producers, and it's the companies that are the consumers, consuming our life force, consuming our energy, consuming our, what we make that's valuable. So in all things, guys, I think don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're going to see what's going to happen with these Trump's tariffs. I'm not... Whatever, man. At the end of the day, like, whatever's whatever. Whatever's whatever. We always have enough to eat, guys. The Bible tells us that the you know, the birds don't have to do all the stuff that we do, and yet still they're fed. And are you not better than a bird? So, you know, guys, so check me out on Patreon. We can talk about some other exclusive content. We can talk about some of this other stuff regarding magic, Masonic rituals, and the symbology in this world that they use to control us. In all things, guys, it's your boy, your player partner from the East Coast, yo, Tru Hagobi, coming to you guys live, okay? So, check me out. All my links are going to be available down below. I make music. I write books. I am the one. Okay, guys? Peace. Until next time, I'm out of here, y'all. Love you forever.